As we know, it has the simplest atomic structure. Simplest atomic structure. The symbol of hydrogen is H. So number of electron is 1, number of proton is 1, but there are no neutron in protium. It is the only element in the periodic table to have no neutron. Its isotopes do have neutron. Its isotopes do have neutron. So hydrogen has the simplest atomic structure. If you consider H2 dihydrogen, we call it dihydrogen. Dihydrogen is the lightest gaseous, lightest gas, you can say, lightest gas. And hydrogen is regarded as one of the most abundant substance in the universe. Most abundant substance in the universe. Almost 83% of the universe is hydrogen. Almost 83% of the universe is hydrogen. There are 3 isotopes of hydrogen. How many isotopes? 3 isotopes of hydrogen. And they have different name and different symbols. Keep this in mind. The first isotope is called protium. The second isotope is called deuterium. And the third isotope is called tritium. Every year, IIT also asks question based on this. So keep in mind that tritium is a beta emitter. It is radioactive. So tritium is radioactive and it is a beta emitter. And its half-life is 12.33 years. So note down. So the 3 isotopes of hydrogens are respectively protium 1H1, deuterium 1D2, and tritium 1T3 or 1H3. Tritium is radioactive. It is a beta emitter and its half-life is 12.33 years. So these are the 3 hydrogen isotopes. Keep in mind, students, that protium has no neutron. So protium has 0 neutron. Deuterium has 1 neutron. Whereas tritium has 2 neutron. Keep this in mind. So these are important thing for your upcoming exam. So hydrogen is the most abundant substance in the universe. It has 3 isotopes: protium, deuterium, tritium. The position of hydrogen is very controversial. In the periodic table because hydrogen resembles with both alkali metals as well as halogens. So it resembles with group 1 element alkali metals as well as group 17 element, that means halogens. Now how it resembles with alkali metals? It resembles with alkali metals. So it has 1 electron in the outermost shell. It forms H plus similar to Li plus, K plus, Na plus, etc. It forms or it exhibits +1 oxidation state similar to alkali metals. It forms oxides, halides, and sulfides. It acts as a reducing agent. Reducing agent similar to the alkali metals. The reducing agents. So how it resembles with alkali metals? Focus here, students. It resembles with alkali metals like this. It has 1 electron in the outer shell. it forms H plus, which is called proton in entire chemistry. It shows +1 oxidation state similar to Li plus, Na plus, K plus, rubidium plus, cesium plus, etc. They also +1 oxide. It forms oxides, halides, sulfides, and it acts as a reducing agent similar to alkali metals. So these are the properties in which hydrogen resembles with alkali metals. Now let's see, like sodium forms sodium oxide, hydrogen form hydrogen oxide, sodium forms sodium chloride, hydrogen form hydrogen chloride, sodium forms sodium sulfide, hydrogen form hydrogen sulfide. So look at the similarity. So very similar compounds are formed by alkali metals as well as halogen. Okay, hydrogen has the tendency of losing electron to form H plus. Lithium also has the tendency to form Li plus, and lithium is regarded as one of the strongest reducing agents. Now, how it resembles with halogen? With halogens. So it's non-metal similar to halogens. It forms H minus, that is hydride ion. Hydride ion is H minus, and similar is fluoride ion, bromide ion, hydride ion. It forms H2 dihydrogen similar to it forms difluorine, F2, Cl2, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So these are the similarities with halogens. These are the similarities with halogens. It exits -1 oxidation state. So it shows -1 oxidation state similar to like fluorine, so -1, even chlorine, bromine, iodine. So -1. Sometimes they do so positive oxidation state, but here we are concerned with -1 oxidation state. The ionization potential of hydrogen is similar to that of ionization potential of chlorine. So keep this in mind. So in case of ionization potential also, its values resembles with halogens. Now, hydrogen forms methane, silane, germane. Okay, so these similar compounds are formed by halogen also CH4. So hydrogen reacts with non-metal to form covalent compounds. So these are the similarities with or resemblance with halogens. Now let's see the ionization enthalpy. First, ionization enthalpy of hydrogen compare with lithium, sodium, potassium. Like if you see the ionization enthalpy first of hydrogen, it is 13.6 electron volt. But if you see for lithium, it is 5.37 electron volt. For sodium, it is 5.12 electron volt. And for potassium, it is 4.232 electron volt. So you see that the resemblance of hydrogen in context of ionization enthalpy is not that close. Okay. So alkali metals are metals. Alkali metals are metals, highly reactive metals, whereas hydrogen is a non-metal. Hydrogen is a non-metal. So in this concept, it differs. Hydrogen differs from alkali metal as if being a non-metal. Alkali metals are metals and they are highly reactive metals. Hydrogen exists as H2, whereas alkali metals remain in their elemental state, that is atomic state. They are highly reactive, so they will not be found in free state. Now, compounds of alkali metals are ionic. Compounds of alkali metals are ionic. Alkali metals are ionic, but most of the compounds of hydrogen are covalent. Compounds of hydrogen are covalent. So this is the difference that you have to keep in mind. So predominantly hydrogen compounds are predominantly covalent, and you know the hydrogen forms largest number of compounds followed by carbon and cobalt. See, NaCl is ionic, sodium chloride, whereas HCl is covalent and it is a polar covalent compound. So keep this in mind, student. These are very, very important points of distinction, similarities, and differences. Size of cation, it is smaller than alkali metal cation. So alkali metal cations are larger than H plus. H plus is a proton, and it's so small that its existence, it always exists when it combines with water. So in the form of this is called hydronium ion. Hydronium ion, which is sp3 hybridized pyramidal cell. So proton being so small that it never exists in free state, it exists in the form of hydronium ions. Whereas the valency of hydrogen is 1. Valency of alkali metals as well as halogens are also 1. So in this concept, it resembles with alkali metals and hydrogen. Now, hydrogen is the 9th most abundant element in the earth crust. So if you see the earth crust, all the elements abundance, hydrogen comes at 9th position. Whereas it is the most abundant element in the universe, its abundance in earth crust is fairly less. It's fairly less. That you have to keep in mind. In combined form, it forms 15.4% of earth crust and the oceans. So in combined form, hydrogen forms 15.4% of the earth crust and the ocean. In form of water, when hydrogen combines with oxygen to form water, 78%, 71% of the earth is water. So 3/4 of the earth is water, 1/4 is land. H2O is called light water or normal water, whereas D2O is called deuterium oxide or heavy water. It is called heavy water. It is used in nuclear reactor to slow down the fast moving neutron. So it acts as a moderator as well as coolant. So keep in mind deuterium oxide, heavy water. If you see different types of hydrogen, H2, D2, T2, HD, HT, DT. So these are the different types of dihydrogen, type of protium, deuterium, tritiums, like that. So actually these are the combination. If you see the water combination H2O, D2O, T2O, HBO, DTO, HTO. So these are the different types of water. This is the different types of dihydrogen. So keep this in mind. There are 6 different types. Now, one of the useful use of tritium is that it is used as tracer. It is used as tracer in the study of reaction mechanism. It is used as tracer in the study of reaction mechanism. So this is a very important point. During reaction mechanism, it is used as a tracer. So tritium is used as a tracer to trace the mechanism of a reaction. Order of reactivity. Order of reactivity. You have to keep in mind, students, that dihydrogen is more reactive than deuterium, dideuterium than D2. So H2 is more reactive than D2, D2 is more reactive than. And one question has been asked in MSET also, like abundance. So you know that protium is very abundant than deuterium, and then tritium. Tritium is very less. Out of 10 to the power 17 hydrogen atom, one of them is tritium. So it's very less abundant. Mostly it is protium.